Hey everybody, I'm Mark Wallace. This is my brother Mannon Wallace, and we are finishing, hopefully today, the repair that has been taking way too long. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're not up to speed on what's been happening, you can click this little card right above Mannon's head, and you can see what's been happening. But finally, the parts have arrived. This took about 10 days for these bad boys to come in because it's Thanksgiving. So we are about to replace these lower control arms and then hopefully get the entire front end finished off to the alignment, to the dealer for alignment, and then everything should be fixed and hopefully the front end wheel wobble is gone. The first thing we're going to do is take the old lower control arm off. This is only 3 bolts. There's one way over here, there's one here, but these are really torqued down. I think this is 200 foot-pounds or something crazy. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So we're going to have to use an impact wrench to get those off of there. Normally, when you do this, for the record, you don't take the entire spindle and everything off. We did that because we were trying to press out the old ball joint. So on the other side, we're going to do it a little bit differently. But for now, we're just going to get these 3 bolts out. If you're in the north and you've encountered lots of rust or something, sometimes these bolts way back here, they will not budge. And so you'll have to take a Sawzall and cut them out to get this lower control arm. This car has been in Texas and Arizona its entire life, so hopefully these bolts are going to come out. They're not going to be seized. The other thing we're going to do is when we put in the new bolts, we're going to put in some copper anti-seize. And so if I do go in a lot of wet and nasty places, the next time I have to do this, it shouldn't be seized up. It's always a good idea to replace the hardware when you're doing a project like this. So I ordered this kit from Atlantic British, and it has all the bolts that we need. And here's the old bolts. So these are sort of, they're not really corroded. They came right out, which makes me really, really happy. Super, super easy. Much easier than I expected. But still, we probably could have used those. But with something that your life is relying on, I always go with new stuff. So, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
It's out.
It is out. Let's just see how these bushings are. They seem okay.
This one's not bad.
Yeah, bushings seem okay. All right, well, that's up. This guy right here is worth every single penny. I think I spent $350 on this. But trying to do this with a long pry bar or something would have taken us forever.
And you have no room.
And no room, yeah. So if you don't have one of these, find somebody that has one or rent one or something. But this is going to save your bacon. All right, I'm going to hold it up for you. You're going to have to guide it in. Get mine a little. See, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I got to push this over.
I just looked. I thought you were looking for nuts.
Nope. Okay. We have the lower control arm, the new one in. Nothing is torqued, nothing is tight. All these bolts here, the 3 bolts, are loose because what we need to do next is get the spindle in, get the axle in, get all this stuff, adjust so we're at ride height, and then we can torque these things down. The other thing that we did not do is we did not keep a record of where these were because we've replaced everything, and so we want the dealer to go from basically top dead center and align everything from scratch. So we're only going a few miles. We are not even attempting to keep this in alignment.
We put some pressure underneath the control arm so that we can collapse the suspension to get it to the proper ride height, measured from the center of the wheel arch to the center of the hub so that it's at the right spot. So when we go in here, we need to torque all of these down. This one back here, and then there's one in the back right over here. That's hard to get to.
The driver's side is now completely finished. Everything is torqued. The alignment is nowhere near correct at this point, so the dealer's going to have to fix all that stuff. But right now, everything's in. So what we'll do is we will now go to the other side and replace that lower control arm. On this side, we're going to do things a little bit differently. So we have our new control arm in this bag right here. The other one, we have the spindle. We have everything taken off. On this guy, we're not going to do that. I've never done this before. Mannon has never done this before. But we're going to get this tire off and see if we can make this work a lot faster. We have now taken the lower control arm out. We were able to remove the tool bolts in the back, lower it down, spin it out. You have to take the axle out and you have to take the spindle and move it up. Definitely a two-man job, I would say. Pretty good. Are you ready for the other one?
Let's do it. I want to be done with this thing.
All right, we're almost there. It's the next day. We are today going to clean up the shop and do things, but we wanted to try to make some predictions. Tomorrow, we're taking the car to the dealer to get it all aligned, and then we'll know for sure if there is, if it's fixed, if the wheel wobble is fixed or not. I am going to predict that it's not fixed. What do you think?
Oh, it's all fixed. It's all gone.
You think it's all done?
Good. Not at all. No.
I think something is going to be wrong with that. I don't know. I mean, hidden. Everything has been replaced except for the rack, but I just have no confidence at all that that wheel wobble is gone. So maybe the dealer is going to check it out and tell us something's wrong. Canuter valve has been not adjusted right.
Muffler bearings are shot.
Muffler bearings are out. It's low on, what'd you say, blinker fluid?
Blinker fluid.
Something. Anyway, we're going to clean stuff up, and in just a second, you will know if it's been fixed or not. I am now headed to the dealer for the alignment. This car feels wacky. The tires are so out of alignment. It's like, and also my computer does not like that the wheels aren't pointing straight, so I'm getting all kinds of error messages. So, yeah, the front end is way out of alignment. You can see how far out of alignment this front end is. When I'm driving straight, the steering wheel looks like I'm turning left. So it is way out of alignment, which is why I'm getting all these error messages. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Once everything is straightened up and back to factory specs, then they'll clear all those errors, and I think everything should be good. So,
hello, and thank you for bringing your vehicle into Jaguar Land Rover. My name is Benjamin. I was a service technician servicing and inspecting the vehicle. We did inspect the front suspension components. We'll be pricing out time for going over the hardware that was replaced, the bolts, nuts, adjusting the suspension height, also adjusting the tire size and rim size on the ride height module. Everything underneath the vehicle looked good. No signs of any damages or any fluid leaks. Going to the back of the vehicle, all components look good.
This project is, man, we're almost across the finish line. The Rover's over at the dealer getting all aligned. They're doing a triple check to make sure everything is safe, updating all the computers to eliminate any error codes. Please don't fast forward past this section, because I want to say a huge thank you to a handful of people, and without them, this video wouldn't be possible, these repairs wouldn't be possible, my trips wouldn't be possible. And so I just want to start by saying thank you to Stephen Tatman. He made a gigantic contribution to this video, and so without Steve, we wouldn't have lower control arms. So thank you, Stephen, for that generous gift. Also, my brother Mannon and his wife Tammy, they have put me up here at their house. They've been feeding me. Mannon has been letting me use all of his tools and get everything sort of disorganized. So again, without them, I wouldn't have a place to do these repairs. And then always, of course, Keith and Maggie Kessler from Adventure Off-Grid. We've been friends for many years. They always host me in their house and also feed and help me out a lot. Without these people, this video wouldn't be happening. My trips, my journeys wouldn't be happening. And then there are more people at the end, those little credits that roll. Those people are donating dollars and time and giving me emotional support and all kinds of things. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. And so thank you. Okay, back to the adventure video, but a huge thank you to those of you that have supported me along the way, these past years, and on this new adventure. Now, let's see if the Rover is fixed. I just got the word that the car is ready. I'm a little nervous because they said it's as best as it can get. I want it to be perfect. So the sun's about to go down. We're gonna rush over there and I'll know. 2 years of work. I'm a little nervous. There she is. All right, let's see how she does. All fixed up, ready to go. I am now entering the freeway. Let's see if we have a wheel wobble. I'm nervous. Here we go, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, 60, 70. On the freeway, zipping up to about 70 miles an hour, and there is a little tremor, so it feels like that's just, I don't know, off-road kind of tire handling, or it still might be a problem with the rack, but it's just nowhere near what it was before. It's definitely not a smooth ride, so it doesn't feel like glass. Well, good news, I think. Bad news. It is the morning after I picked up my car from the dealer. Last night it was so late that it was dark, I couldn't really record. But I got the car out, it felt really good. I got it on the freeway, and then I started feeling a shake up about 65 miles an hour, and a really big shake at 70 miles an hour. Also, the car is pulling to the left sometimes. And so I'm taking it back to the dealer to have them take another look at it. I'm now leaving the dealer. The wheels, the tires were force balanced, road force balanced. Everything is finished. So now I am heading onto the freeway to test to see how things went. I am optimistic because already I can feel that the front wheel is much different. I'm at 45, 50, smooth as butter. Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'm at 60 miles an hour. Here we go. Let's get on the freeway. 65, 70. There's no wheel wobble. There's no wheel wobble. So all the work has paid off. It is driving straight and true down the freeway at 70 miles an hour. So that's fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a saga getting this car repaired. It's been almost 2 years. And so thanks so much for going along on the journey. Next up, there's more that I did on the car, but it's just little bits and pieces. Not enough for a whole episode, so I'm going to throw that all together and then show you sort of the plans for what's coming up. This is not a channel about fixing cars. This is a channel about going on adventures and exploring cultures and meeting people. And so next, I'm heading to Phoenix to restock the car, and then it's on to Mexico, Guatemala, Belize. There's a lot more to come. So thanks for watching. Make sure you click subscribe, turn on the bell, all that stuff. And thank you so much for your support. Leave a comment, a thumbs up. I will see you again next time.